Sofrito lovers, this is Ben Ramos bringing you this week's mukbang from my palatial home here in the Northwest Bronx. The Bronx is the home of hip hop and salsa. I'm bringing you today a small frozen food mukbang. It's kind of special. You see this? This is some delicious spaghetti. Well, I think it's delicious. I haven't tasted it yet. It smells good. And some chicken cutlet parmesan. Why am I doing a taste test of frozen food? Because it's something that caught my eye in my Morton Williams. It's Rouse. Rouse has frozen food. Rouse made for home. Chicken parmesan. So, mukbang, life update, taste test. And Rouse, for those of you who don't know, who are not from New York City, Rouse is one of the oldest Italian restaurants in New York City. It was founded sometime in the late 1800s by the Rao family. It was constructed and is still located in what used to be called Italian Harlem, but which we now call El Barrio, Spanish Harlem, East Harlem, El Barrio. So, before the Boricuas and now Lo Mexicano took over East Harlem, it used to be called Italian Harlem, and it was a place where a lot of Italian immigrants used to live. In fact, it was kind of sort of an unofficial Bronx Little, not Bronx Little Italy. It was an unofficial Little Italy of Uptown before there actually was a Little Italy, which is Little Italy exists both in the Bronx. I live near the Bronx Little Italy, Arthur Avenue. And then there's a Little Italy downtown, which because of the fact that it's in downtown Manhattan gets a lot more fame, even though I think technically the term Little Italy was applied more to the Bronx than it was Manhattan. But we'll get into that history one of these days. But yeah, Rouse is just one of those old restaurants. It's considered one of the most difficult restaurants to get a reservation at. No joke, there are celebrities, local elected officials, folks that have tried to get reservations at Rouse, and they'll hear something like, sure, we can fit you in, October 20th, 2027. You call them this year and they're like, yeah, 3 or 4 years from now, yeah, you can come eat on a Thursday night, no problem. You can come eat on a Friday night, in 5 years. So it's supposed to be something like that. So they have these at-home products. And, I just wanted to taste them. I'm just shocked because I've never seen a Rouse thing. So I've been talking a lot, perdón. Let's try this frozen food. You could either bake it or put it in your microwave. I did the microwave. I'm tired. Okay. So, frito lovers, for something that's microwavable pasta, the pasta has kept a lot of its bite. It's still it feels like what a noodle should feel like. The sauce is good. I'm spitting everywhere, perdóname. So, frito lovers, the chicken cutlet's pretty good. A little bit dry. I did it in the microwave. I never understand why these microwavable things, you can microwave it for 6 minutes or you can bake it for 45. Like, does baking it really make it that much better? I mean, it is frozen, so it's gotta cook for a while, but you know what? For frozen food, it's not that bad. I've had, I think we all have had those horrific frozen food packets where the food is just hideous and the noodles have no bite. At least the noodles here seem to have kept a little bit of their bite and their structure. And the meat is a little dry, but it's not as, it's not a hockey puck like the way microwavable meat tends to be. So, Sofrito lovers, it's good. It's a quick nice little review. I'm down. I'd get it again. I mean, I'd rather get real food from somewhere else, but está bueno. Rouse is good. Mira, Sofrito lovers, there's so much to tell you. I know I've been away for 2 weeks. What can I start with? So much is so good. Number one, this won't be the last mukbang I do in this apartment. My partner David and I have decided that we're going to live in the Bronx together. My partner David is leaving his home of Washington Heights and is going to be moving in here with me. And that's going to change. My room is going to become the bedroom. And some of my mukbangs are probably going to be filmed in my living room because this is going to be a living space. This is going to be like an office for the both of us, but it's also going to be our bedroom. So, kind of interesting, exciting. Change is the theme of the year. You know, Frankie, my roommate Frankie, who passed, always wanted me to stay here, and he always wanted David to move in. I've talked about this in previous mukbangs. This apartment has better rent. This apartment's way bigger. This apartment's in a way better neighborhood. This apartment is on the second floor with an elevator, while he lives in a 5-floor, 10-flight walk-up with no elevator. All the brownie points are in this neighborhood. All the brownie points are in this spot. So, and I've lived here for 20-something years, close to 25 years. So, David's not really attached to his neighborhood. I think I like his neighborhood in Washington Heights better than he does. I have a greater sense of community there than he does, and he's been living there for decades. So, let me not exaggerate. He's probably lived there like 10 somewhere between 10 to 16 years. Somewhere in that area, he's in that range, he's been there in that area. But David's, you know, like a lot of artists and a lot of people who've done a lot of moving, he's not really that connected to a spot. You know, he's always going to have a little bit of that traveler's mentality. When David first moved to New York, he lived in Manhattan, he lived in Queens. Now, this period of his life, he's going to be living in the Bronx. He's going to be a Bronx boy. Kind of exciting. Kind of cool. He'll be moving in slowly in the next couple of months. You know, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting. And Sofrito lovers, you know, I'm still in mourning, but I'm living. I'm growing. Excited. You know, excited. I'm washing it all down with Poland Springs. Excited for the newness. Excited for change, which is a little bit difficult for me because I usually don't like change. I like when things change, but I'm completely unaffected. Change is great for other people as long as it doesn't change, inconvenience, or bother me. And none of this is a change that's inconvenient or crazy. It's just, it is what it is. And there are moments where I'm really excited and other moments where I'm like terrified. But, you know, we're fiancés now. So I'm washing all of this down with some Poland Spring. I needed some water. I need more water in my life. I've been drinking too much zero sugar everything. So Rouse and Poland Spring, no one is sponsoring me. No sponsorships for me. Another change in my life. Some of you might have noticed. I am putting up. I'm on TikTok now. I decided to be like every 15-year-old girl in the world, and now I have TikTok. I don't dance. It's a food TikTok. You know, I'm not going to be like, I'm a savage. You know, none of that. I don't dance. You want to see me like none of that. I'm just, you know, doing food and stupid nonsense. And it's so weird because I never wanted to do a TikTok. I was like, I don't care about this. But all of a sudden, I just made an account and decided to just do some food TikTok stuff. So you guys have probably seen, when I film a TikTok, I also put it on YouTube Shorts. Especially, well, if it's a minute long, I'll do a YouTube short. And I've gotten some good views and comments, and it's been funny, and people think it's cute. So, yeah, so, you know, watch out for my YouTube short. Some of you have watched it already. I'm on TikTok. I believe it's at Sofrito IMS. Yeah, it's like Sofrito Maisol, but it's Sofrito IMS. So follow me on TikTok. I'm not always going to put the TikTok videos on YouTube Shorts because I am gonna start filming TikToks that are a little bit more like 2 or 3 minutes long because you know I'm a TikTokero. I'm doing all the tiki-tikis and the tiki-tiki talk. You know, just being stupid, exploring food, being funny, being cute, just having fun. Finding joy wherever I can find joy, finding ways to be creative with food. Okay. This might be something that I finished for once on camera because it is a small portion. See, the box is not that big and the stuff that you reheat it in, the little package that it comes in is a small package. This is a small amount of food. I mean, it's good. It's good, you know, in terms of calorically. 360, the tray is 360 calories. For me, the carbohydrates mean everything. It's 33 grams of carbs, 730 grams of sodium. So, you know, it's good. Guys, it's good. I'm actually really impressed. The chicken, despite being a little dry, still tastes like chicken. It doesn't taste like cardboard. You know how you microwave these frozen foods and the meat always tastes like cardboard or it's like completely dehydrated. It's a little bit dry, but it's mostly moist. Tastes pretty good. I am shocked about the pasta. You guys know, like with frozen food, the pasta is usually a gummy, soft, disgusting mess. This pasta maintained its integrity. And the sauce is good. You know, Rao's is supposed to have amazing food. It's still owned by the Rao family, I believe. And they're like, there's one in Hollywood and there's somewhere else. I know, right? I was going to say, go to Rao's and check it out. No, you can't. If you call them today, they'll give you a reservation for 3 years from now. But I'm shocked. For frozen food, this is not too bad. I know, I'm wrestling with the spaghetti. Ben, just grab the damn spaghetti. Okay. My Morton Williams had like 1,000 different boxes of this. Like, they're different. There's chicken cutlet parmesan like this one. I think it's a baked ziti, a lasagna, a whole bunch of other trays. They come in this size. And then there's another size that's bigger, which they recommend that you don't microwave, that you actually put it into an oven. So maybe I'll do one of those oven ones from Washington Heights. My oven in Washington Heights is better than the one here. That's one of the things that is going to be a change. I'm going to lose my kitchen in Washington Heights. I love, love, love the kitchen in Washington Heights. This kitchen here is small. It's inconvenient. It's not as cool. It's not as spacious. I mean, when I break down my kitchen in Washington Heights and I bring everything here, I'm not gonna have space. This kitchen is way too small. This is one of the things I've always hated about this apartment is the kitchen. My living room is immense. This is my room, the master room, and it's huge. The kitchen is like, it's like made. It's one of those kitchens that if you put 2 human beings in it, the oxygen, there's not sufficient oxygen in the room to maintain 3 life forms, you know? So it is going to be an adjustment to start cooking over here. I've decked out my kitchen in Washington Heights with all these appliances, all this great cutlery, all this great stuff. Because, you know, the idea was always that eventually I would move in with David over there. But unfortunately, cancer and tragedy changed all that. So I'm staying here, and he's going to become a Bronx boy. And I'm going to have to learn to love this kitchen, despite the decades of me hating it. But my love will see it through. So, wow. So, Sofrito lovers, I finished a meal for once on camera. Listen, if you can find the Rao's frozen Italian dinners in your supermarket or your CVS or your Duane Reade or wherever you find frozen food, give it a try. I was actually For frozen food, I'm not mad at it. Is it like life changing? Is it super flavorful? No, it's good. It's good sauce. The fact that the pasta is as good as it is, it's maintained its integrity and has a little bit of bite, to me is incredible. The meat is a little dry, but still kind of flavorful. You know, it's sofrito lover approved. Just giving you a quick mukbang, quick tasting video. Sofrito lovers, change is in the air, and I'll be facing all that change with my wonderful partner. David has been so supportive. He's an incredible person. I know he loves me because he puts up with all of my shit, all of my baggage, all of my insanity, and he stays around. So Frito lovers, I want you to stay around. So look out for my YouTube shorts. I'm still going to be doing mukbangs here. Look for me on TikTok at Sofrito IMS. Go out there, go taste for yourself, go have some culinary adventures. Como siempre, mucho, mucho, mucho amor.